You are listening to The Hayley Osborne Show with me, Hayley, your host. This is your place to learn how to become the superhero marketer in your business, to become the number one in your local community, both online and your surrounding areas. Every week, I'll be teaching you how you can achieve the best out of your marketing, your business, and be the most fearless superhero version of yourself. Small business owners are the backbone of the economy, and I'm here to demystify local area marketing to help you reach more customers. Between myself from South Australia and my wildly inspiring guests from across the world, I'm so excited to discuss all things marketing your business with you. I believe in you, so let's get started. I am officially interrupting this broadcast with a small little pre-intro to cue the streamers and superhero music, because right now doors are open to superhero marketing. It's like my third baby. This is what I'm known for. I put 15 plus years of business and marketing knowledge into this experience, my membership. It is the best program to teach you how to become the number one in your local community, both online and offline. You get access to me every month with live monthly masterclasses, coaching calls, plus templates, swipe copy, monthly social media plans, which include specific date days so you don't miss them, which most of us often do, with also caption suggestions, story suggestions, and reel suggestions, prompts, as well as aside from the monthly social media plan, different scripts and email templates to help you literally copy and paste and get things done. Plus, the greatest community of ambitious, amazing, and lovely business owners. Have me, your marketing guru, in your pocket to always bring the energy you need to show up and make a difference. Plus, cover all your marketing aspects and have you off to a flying start. I become your trusted advisor, your marketing BFF, and hold your hand every step of the way to make sure that your business flourishes with the plan that you've been longing for. Strap in. If you haven't already this week, it's pretty loud. You probably know, and there's more to come. I've designed this to help you with your local area marketing, both online and offline, providing a simple and practical step-by-step proven formula to get your gifts out into the world and in front of those who need it right now. This is for you if you're ready to go big with your business. Come check it out. It is on my website, hayleyosborne.com. You can't miss it, and join in on the fun. And if you want to come over on Instagram as well and see what everything is going down like, come and check it out. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show. I am so glad that you are here listening today. This is episode 72, and we are in for a real treat. I have with me today my gorgeous friend and guest expert, Joyce Piper. Joyce is also known as the Face Yoga Coach. And if you follow me on Instagram and you follow my stories, you would see that I do a little bit with Joyce already. Joyce is part of my membership, Superhero Marketing. And I also have had the amazing benefit of working with Joyce through her face yoga. So I have done some of her workshops, and I'm about to go for a facial as well with Joyce to show me her expertise with her face yoga. She is an absolute powerhouse, and I am so excited to bring her onto the episode today for so many reasons. And she knows for a fact that all women, no matter where they're from, their culture, or regardless of their age, want to look and feel their best. And I truly believe this as well. And I am so humbled to be a part of Joyce's life and her business and help her with her business and her marketing and show up as amazing as what she does in her marketing. Joyce is on a mission to support, motivate, and inspire women like you who want to change how they feel about themselves and who want to live like an ageless goddess. Those two words really resonate, don't they? They're just an ageless goddess. Yes, please. She wants to help everyday women connect deeply within and allow their true beauty to be expressed outwardly. She does this by sharing holistic rituals to live agelessly and incorporate teaching face yoga, delving into the vital role of diet and how food affects our emotions, skincare, massage techniques, and the often overlooked area of mindset and beliefs. This ties in so beautifully for small business owners, and everybody should get their hands on this episode and follow and listen to like what Joyce is all about. She is gorgeous. She is on a mission. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Hi, Joyce, and welcome to the Hayley Osborne Show. I am extremely privileged and very excited that you are here. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Hayley. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Joyce, you are one of a kind, I feel. And I've done a little introduction to you previous to this. So I always like to get my guests in their own words to tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name's Joyce Piper, and I trade as the face yoga coach. And when I tell that to people, they kind of make funny faces because they don't know what the hell that is. But essentially, many years ago, back in my teens, I had bad skin. And that has sent me on a lifelong quest for improving my own skin. And as a result of that, I've studied I'm in my 60s now. So over 30 years, I've studied different modalities to try and improve my skin. And then it got to the point where I wanted to share what I knew with other women. And face yoga isn't yoga as such, but just like we can exercise our body to keep our body fit and toned and healthy, we can do the same with our face. So there are movements that we can do consciously to tighten and tone the muscles underneath the skin to help prevent wrinkles and to lessen the look of lines and wrinkles. But I must say, I'm not about anti-aging. I'm all for aging. And I just want to offer women a holistic approach so that they don't feel pressured or the need to go and have injectables or fillers or invasive treatments.
Beautiful. And I attended one of your workshops recently and I absolutely loved it. And I liken what you do. So a lot more people recognize just yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mainstream, everyone listening, you would have either practiced yoga or heard the word yoga. And if you've practiced yoga, you'll know that like euphoric feeling when you finished a yoga class and you feel like you're walking on a cloud when you're finished. And I liken what you do and the feeling after that of that same feeling, but for your face. And it is euphoric. Your face feels like it's walking on a cloud, if that's the right analogy. But honestly, that's the feeling. And I feel so blessed to have you come into my world. Personally, I really wanted to get you on the podcast because I truly believe that healthy mind, healthy body, healthy business. So I think they all work in tangent with each other. And, your face is, I guess, your number one asset. It's the thing that people see, and you want to care for that as best that you can, the same way that you care for your body in a non-invasive, holistic way. And what you do, it's so joyful and it just, it's beautiful. And you just have such a beautiful aura about you. You are, I guess, you're the epitome of just taking risks, getting it done, putting yourself out there. I know women that are your beautiful age and they are not doing the things that you are doing, Joyce. You should be so flippin' proud of yourself. I am so proud of you. So Joyce is amazing, guys. Okay, just if you're listening now and you really want to know who she is, The Face Yoga Coach is her handle on Instagram. I usually ask that at the end, but I feel like it needs to be said now. So go and follow her and look at what she does because it is transformative for your face. Okay. So I feel like I've just taken over it. I'm sorry. So tell us a bit about like what does your day-to-day look like? What is face yoga?
Well, my day, I practice from a wellness hub where I treat clients. I provide facial treatments, which are lifting. I don't use any machines. I use a number of different uh, modalities to lift the facial muscles using my hands, using the gua sha crystal. I also work with these tiny facial cups and I do hot stone treatments. So when or if our face, if we're carrying tension in our face, our muscles become tight, and that's when we are more inclined to create wrinkles and lines on our face. And most people don't realize that. They think it's all about aging or what we topically apply to our skin. But you need to remember, ladies, listen to this. Our face is not separate to our body. So if we're holding tension in our body, it will appear on our face. So we need to create good chi. You may have heard that word, a flow of energy in the body and have that flowing through our face as well.
I think there is a big message here that, you know, I want to say that there big companies out there have big marketing budgets and big marketing budgets push messaging far and loudly to everyone. And what's happened as a byproduct of that is that the injectable space has gotten a lot of noise and it's almost normalized that this is okay. And so there's other ways to decrease your stress, which therefore decreases the lines and wrinkles in your face. And that I think is what you are out to scream to the world as loudly and teach everyone, as much as possible there are ways that you can care for your skin that aren't intrusive.
Exactly. And what I do is all about pleasure, not pain. So, you experienced it for yourself working with the gua sha stone. It feels beautiful on the skin. And then not only is that reflected on the face, but you feel it in your body as well. So, what I do is about pleasure, not pain.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so just to be like crystal clear for everyone, Joyce is actually in my membership, and that's how we met. She is a part of superhero marketing. So I want to ask you, you are showing up in your marketing, you are doing all the things. What's been your biggest aha moment when it comes to putting yourself out there, putting your business out there?
Well, I'm an older generation to probably many of your listeners or even the people within superhero marketing. So for me, putting myself out on social media has been a big hurdle, but I've learned you have to do it. And the more you do it, the less uncomfortable it becomes. And I'm still learning, Hayley. I'm not your best student,
Oh, yeah.
but
That
but
is a
I'm
big
hanging on in there.
no. And honestly, I think that you realized as well when you put yourself out there, you never know what's around the corner, and lots of opportunities have come up for you in media, as guests on other podcasts, and especially you. Like I say this to everyone, but especially you. If you are not showcasing your gift with the world, you are doing everybody a disservice because so many people need and will benefit from what you have to offer and what you have to teach. I truly believe that. So if you're not sharing it, then I would never have met you. I wouldn't benefit from that. Thousands of people that will listen to this podcast will not, so you're by not putting yourself out there, by not showing up, by feeling uncomfortable, you're providing gifts to other people of your knowledge and what is in your head. And I think there's so much beauty in that. And unfortunately, you feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't last. It goes away. And then the next time you show up, it becomes easier. And then it just becomes part of your routine. And I do love that. And you are leaps and bounds, Joyce, leaps and bounds. I'm so, so proud of you. So what would you
Thanks, Haley.
say? What would you say would be the number one thing that you're most proud of?
Well, I've got to say, most generally speaking, people of my age would be thinking about retirement and slowing down, but I'm the absolute opposite. I've got so much fire, passion, and energy, and I just love what I do so much that I literally jump out of bed every morning. And I feel privileged that I get to do what I get to do. And like you rightly said, I had all this stuff, but I wasn't telling anybody. So nobody knew about me. And since I've started getting out there and letting people know who I am and what I do, my business has absolutely turned around in very quick time.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm sitting here smiling like a little Cheshire cat. I just,
And Haley, I've got to add, when I told you that I was going to move out of home, you supported me and said, just go for it. And truly, I did just go for it. And I'm reaping the rewards. So thank you.
yeah. So just to put a bit of context
Mhm.
behind that for everyone that's listening, Joyce, we have a masterclass once a month that I teach, and we have a guest expert come in once a month, and we also have a coaching Q&A call. And Joyce came into the call and said, guys, I'm thinking about doing this. I'm really, really scared. She'd been working out of a home office, and there was an opportunity to have a short-term lease in a commercial sort of wellness space. That's a really big step. And Joyce said, I don't know what to do. And that was a really nice moment with the community to weigh in with thoughts and, give you the pros and cons of everything. But I kind of came to the table and I said to Joyce, it's so short term. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You just go back home to your home office if it doesn't work out, and you can't think of it as signed, sealed, delivered. That's it for the rest of my life. Like, it is a great opportunity. Take it. If it doesn't work, it's going to be okay. You're just going to go back to what you did. But if you don't try these things, and like everyone listening, if you don't try, you'll never know. And you always have that little itch that you can't scratch. And so I think it's important to surround yourself with a community of amazing business owners that have your back and feel and make you feel like you can actually achieve anything. And I think that's the one thing that the inside the membership has that has come alive without me realizing that that's what would happen. That's a byproduct. And I think after that call, you were like, I did it. And now look, like your business, oh my gosh, I'm so proud, Joyce. And yeah, you're a busy lady.
I am. It's wonderful.
So the next question, it's so funny. What a great segue. I was going to ask, what's the one thing that you'd wish you'd done sooner? Is that your one thing that you'd wish you'd done sooner?
Well, look, I'm not about looking back. I did what I did when it felt right for me. And I guess I'm a believer in, things kind of work out in their own right time. So, no, I don't regret not doing it sooner because, as it turns out, the wellness hub that I'm in, I've just met a beautiful group of new people, and they inspire me every day as well. So I'm very happy to be in their space.
So nice. So great. So what what are your biggest fears about marketing?
Making a fool of myself, looking stupid, being challenged or mocked about what I say or how I say something. Or the biggest fear I do have, to be very open with you, is a listener or someone reading what I'm saying, taking it the wrong way. That is a fear. And yet I realize I can't control how other people perceive what it is that I'm saying or conveying. But I do sometimes worry about that.
Yeah, but to date, that's not happened.
No, it hasn't. And actually, again, any fears that I've had about a number of different things, when I've done them, those fears aren't even real. They're just something I perceive in my own mind.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to ask the question, why did you invest in superhero marketing?
Hayley, I needed it, darling. You know, what I was doing um, was nothing much.
Yeah,
And I wasn't sending out a consistent message. So I have learnt many things that you've conveyed to us. I'm still learning. I do reiterate, I'm not your best student, and I'm slow, but I needed to have structure, and that is very much what you have provided within the community.
I'm so grateful. Thank you, Joyce. I love that answer. I almost like want to pause and just like So if we like look outward, if you were to give what's the number one piece of advice that you'd give business owners right now?
Business owners or someone considering business?
Either or, both.
Okay. Well, from my own experience, I would say don't do it alone. Um, get coaches and mentors around you, get help, ask for help, because trying to do it on your own, you'll get there, I guess, but it'll be a slow journey and a lonely journey. As business owners, um, not everyone, but there are a lot of solopreneurs, and at times it can feel lonely. And having a community around you to support you, advise you, show you smarter ways of doing something can speed your progress in leaps and bounds.
Yeah, and I often find you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So that you saying smarter ways to do things, like you can do the thing, but
Mhm.
is there a quicker way to get there? There probably is, but you don't know what it is. And this is circumstantial, right? So this could be across anything, but why would you want to take your time? You know, why would you want to do things the hard way? Because the hard way is actually very frustrating when you're running a business. So if there's an easier way to do something, learn it, educate yourself, upskill yourself. I do believe as well that, you know, no, you don't need a coach. You don't need a community to be a part of. You don't need a mentor or a membership, but it is beautiful. It helps, and it helps you feel like you are a part of something, which I think as human beings we long for. And if you have worked in corporate, like I know that I have, that provides that, but it doesn't provide, you know, the itch over here that every entrepreneur has. So it's like when you get to that point, you miss the other part because there's no community. So I feel like business owners, and that's one thing that I realized, the reason I created superhero marketing is to bring people together. And it is a beautiful thing. So yeah, thank you. Where do you see the face yoga coach in 5 years' time?
I do have a vision,
I
Hayley. Um,
know.
and for me, like if you look at my website, it's I I tried to make it aspirational, and I mean, my market is a luxury market. Um, although I want, anyone, 50 and plus to feel that they're not intimidated by me or my website, but I do like luxury and I want to provide a luxe service in a luxurious environment where any woman can come and feel very special and pampered and nurtured, and they get my full 100% attention while they are there with me, and then they go away feeling like they're on a cloud.
Yeah, and I know that that's the feeling that happens after you go through the motions of the face and the facial muscles. I think that's really important. So I want to ask you, you skipped out on your story, but tell everyone where you used to live.
Yes, I had an opportunity. I had been working in the desert here in Australia at Roxby Downs. I was working in the 90s on the Olympic Dam project, and I got to meet lots of expats from all over the world who'd come to Adelaide to work on that project. And that got me thinking, well, I want to do something like that. So one Saturday morning, I was sitting down on the parade at Norwood having coffee, and I was reading the paper because in those days you read the paper. And I saw this job advertised for a role in Saudi Arabia. And I thought, that looks exciting. So I thought, what have I got to lose? So I applied and I never heard anything. And then several months later, I got called for interview and went through a whole lot of testing procedures. And then I packed my bags for 6 months to head off to Saudi Arabia, thinking, well, if I don't like it, I can come back. Anyway, fast forward 20 years later, and not only did I work in Saudi Arabia, but I went to Libya and to the UK. And I ended up having to leave Libya because the Arab Spring broke out and expats were told to evacuate because of the war. So leaving everything behind and going back to the UK to get away from that trouble. Then, I went back to Saudi and I've been back in Australia and in Adelaide since the beginning of 2019.
Wow. It's very cool because, I think, I've spent a bit of time in the Middle East and I know that area and I think it's progressed a lot since then as well. And, women being a female that is in that country, well done, Joyce. Like you.
I am a bit of a dark horse because I'm very outwardly quiet and quite gentle, but
Yes.
inwardly I'm tough and very resilient. I've been through a lot in my life, not everything that I share with people, but in the Middle East where I was as a female, I was single, and that's not looked upon as something to be proud of necessarily. So I had to really work hard to gain respect from my colleagues and my superiors in a very male-dominated environment.
And now you are the face yoga coach and you are doing what you have always been called to do. I have absolutely loved having you on the podcast, Joyce. You have such a beautiful aura about you. You just radiate light and love. If people want to connect with you, can you let the listeners know how? So website, Instagram, like how can they connect with you or how can they come and learn from you and all the rest of it? Tell us everything.
So my website is called thefaceyogacoach.com. My Instagram and Facebook handle, I believe, is at the Face Yoga Coach, and Facebook is either Joyce Piper, the Face Yoga Coach. I think that's what it is. But I work from the Pillar of Light Wellness Hub on Grange Road. It's number 84 Grange Road at Welland. And if you want to come and see me for a treatment, just send me a text or an email and I'll sort you out.
Or you can DM her on Instagram and she'll get back to
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
Because she's all over it. Joyce, you are so beautiful. Thank you so, so much for joining me today on the Hayley Osborne Show, and I will see you soon.
Thanks, Hayley. Bye, everyone.
I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. If you have, hit subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes released every Tuesday. And while you're there, leave me a review. I would absolutely love to read it. Also, don't forget to tag me at Hayley K Osborne, HayleyK OSBORNE over on Instagram, and share this podcast with your audience so they can get learning too. If you want more, head over to hayleyosborne.com.au/podcast for today's show notes and links. I've also got an awesome free ebook, a new one, waiting for you on my website, The 10 Essentials Every Local Area Marketing Plan Needs. And I will catch you next week for another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show.